Hello and welcome to Donington Park for round 2 of the Aprilia RRV450 Championship here on GP Racing Dream, the next step. Many of last season's Aprilia Super Teen hopefuls have moved up onto these machines before they go onwards and upwards in their career. And these fantastic machines, well, we saw a great championship last year between James Folkard, Connor Tagg, and of course Jake Dixon. This year, there's a new class in town, and on pole position here at Donington Park, a new face as well, with the orange and blue leathers there. That's Sam Cox, a former CB500 runner, also had a dabble on the super teams himself, made so much progress over the last couple of seasons. He's on pole, and also, look at this young man here, Luke Thackeray, younger brother of Jamie from York. Without a doubt, his best qualifying position of his career so far, looking for that podium. Third on the grid, Callum Cooper, already taken a win here at Donington Park this weekend. And fourth position, a former champion on a 450. One of the original development riders of the Aprilia 450, Will Hodgson, number 14 there. On the second row, I can tell you that Tom Oliver, a winner from Brands Hatch, sits next to David Allingham, who was the championship leader coming into this event. David from Northern Ireland. Michael Clifford, number 3, also on the second row, and Harry Coomber, number 61 from Radstock. The lights go out, and at the front it's a good start, looks like, for number 7, Callum Cooper, the rider from the Isle of Man who contested the British 125 Championship last year. Sam Cox just following in behind. And that looks like David Allingham, number 11, who's made a good start from the second row to slide up into third position. All of these machines absolutely identical, running on controlled Bridgestone tyres, and into the old hairpin they go, and it is Callum Cooper that leads from Sam Cox as they make their way under Starkey's Bridge and up towards Schwantz Curve and McLean's. In third place there, that is Tom Oliver, number 20. Last year's Super Team runner-up, and he's just moved alongside Sam Cox. And as they go into Coppice Corner, it looks as though he had a decent line in and has maybe moved up to second. In fact, Sam Cox there has gone from second to fourth. He's lost another place as the leaders make their way round to the Dunlop Straight for the first time. Callum Cooper it is that leads, number 7, the JDF rider. Callum Cooper then it is, with Tom Oliver just behind, Sam Cox in third. Number 9 there, heading into the foggy S's. That's Ben Luxton, a rider that featured regularly in the top 10 in the Super Teens last year. Into the final turn, Goddard's or the S's, whatever way you want to look at it. They make their way onto the start-finish straight, and Callum Cooper it is that still leads, but Tom Oliver is tucked in the slipstream in second overall. Third place in the orange and blue leathers goes to the pole sitter, Sam Cox, and Will Hodgson is in fourth. David Allingham there, number 11, in fifth, ahead of the white leathers and yellow helmet of Luke Thackeray, number 95. Through Craner Curves come the leaders, and Callum Cooper so far has led from the start. There's Will Hodgson and David Allingham there, number 11. The rider from Northern Ireland who led the championship by just 6 points ahead of Tom Oliver before coming here to Donington Park in Derbyshire. That was before Callum Cooper took a double points victory ahead of Luke Thackeray, his best ever result in his career, full stop. And Sam Cox is in third, so that'll do all of their championship hopes some good. Back onto the Dunlop Straight come the Aprilia 450s. These machines started life out as an Aprilia 450 Supermoto machine before being transferred. A lot of hard work gone into these machines, development from the likes of Rob Ellesmere and Will Hodgson that I mentioned before, but it's really all down to in competition and ThundersportGB, how this championship has gone from strength to strength. There's Luke Thackeray, number 95, just trying to find any which way he can to get into the top 3 or 4 and prevent these 2 runaway leaders from getting away. It is Callum Cooper that leads still, number 7, from number 20. Colchester's Tom Oliver. Sam Cox remains in third, ahead of Will Hodgson from Wigan in fourth place. Fifth there with the blue and black leathers is David Allingham, number 11, and then that's Luke Thackeray just behind him. Luke's older brother, Jamie, currently in and around 9th or 10th position. He's having a good battle with Ross Twyman and Michael Clifford at present, as we see Luke Thackeray there trying to find a way past David Allingham. The 3 at the front then just edging away from the rest of the pack. It's Callum Cooper from Tom Oliver, number 20, and Sam Cox, number 54. There's Michael Clifford, a rider who, up until the second part of last year, we hadn't really talked much about. He really did come on song towards the end. He started getting on the front row and picked up a couple of podiums. There's Asa Webb. Asa, a rider who loves it around here at Donington Park and has been with ThundersportGB since day one. Back in 2008, he started off on the Aprilia Super Teens, and he's getting to grips with the 450. Currently trying to get himself up in the points, fighting with Russell Brown, Jordan Hole and Louis Dawson. Here we go then. It's Sam Cox has moved up into second place now, past Tom Oliver, and hunts down number 7, Callan Cooper. Both riders wearing the orange leathers. Sam Cox with the orange and blue leathers. In fact, those leathers once belonged to Jamie Wilkins, another ThundersportGB rider. And as you can see there, now Luke Thackeray, number 95, has managed to get past David Allingham and tries to become a part of that fight for the lead between Callan Cooper, number 7 here, Sam Cox, number 54, and Tom Oliver. Luke Thackeray, before this weekend, never seen the podium really. He's been close, he's been there or thereabouts, and certainly over the first couple of seasons of his career was probably overshadowed somewhat by his elder brother Jamie. But this season, maybe it's his year, it's his turn, because he's up into 4th place, hunting down these 3 at the front. Still, it's Callan Cooper, the JDF rider, that leads. Sam Cox in 2nd, who's being shadowed by Tom Oliver, and then it's Luke Thackeray and David Allingham. Well, he's not been able to shake off the Ulsterman just yet. A bit further back, that's Ross Twyman, just ahead of Jamie Thackeray and Bradley Jones, another former Super Team rider. Leaders in ultimate time make the way around Goddard's. It's Callan Cooper who's going to look at the last lap flag there, the yellow flag with the black cross. He leads from Sam Cox and Tom Oliver. Can there be any answer coming through here from Sam Cox? Has he got any tricks up his sleeve on this final lap? Cooper has led pretty much from start to finish so far without any major threats. Nobody's shown him a front wheel just yet, and as the riders make their way down into Craner curves, Cox looks hungry for this first Aprilia Super Team victory. Around the old hairpin they go, and under Starkey's Bridge around Schwantz Curve, and this is as close as we've seen Sam Cox to Callan Cooper at the front. Tom Oliver perhaps just a bit out of this one. He looks favourite for 3rd place, but doesn't look like he's going to be a part of this chase for the win. Up towards Coppice now, blind approach, tipping in just as they get to the top of that hill, and a long winding right-hander before piling on the power down the back straight. These 2 machines at the front fighting for the win, identical on power, and Sam Cox tries to pull out of the slipstream. It's not going to be happening through Goddard's. He's only got the Melbourne Loop at the final turn to go. And a bit further back, that's Will Hodgson and Michael Clifford fighting for 6th and 7th. Back at the front though, into the final turn. Cox goes for the outside line, that rarely works. It's Cooper on the inside. Can Cox get the drive out of the final turn for this first race? Oh, it's going to be close, but it's Callan Cooper that takes the victory there by 900ths of a second ahead of Tom Oliver. So Callan Cooper, what a weekend this is turning out to be for Callan. He is the championship leader before we go into race 2, and there's the results from that first race. Cooper it is that wins from Sam Cox. Tom Oliver 3rd ahead of David Allingham. Luke Thackeray was in 5th ahead of Hodgson, Clifford, Jamie Thackeray, Ross Twyman and Bradley Jones. And there is Callan Cooper in centre with Sam Cox to the left and Tom Oliver to the right.
Aprilia RRV450 GP Challenge, 3rd place man at ThundersportGB. Tom Oliver, what a great race.
Yeah, it's just struggled to get on the podium all weekend. I mean, everyone's flying, like the pace has been so fast, but here I am, so I'm happy with that race. Good race.
Well, you've got to be happy with the 3rd place in this. This is really close. Who do you want to thank, mate?
I'd like to say a big thanks to Camex Haulage, cupsdirect.co.uk, Anglia Fixings, and just everyone who's helped out.
Thanks, Tom. Well done. 2nd place man, Sam Cox. Fantastic race. How was it from where you sat?
Yeah, well, at the start of the race I got pretty boxed in and it was pretty duffed up and dropped back a bit further than I wanted, and I see Callum started pulling away, so it was yeah, so I put my socks out and just pounded the pressure on, managed to get in 2nd, and was trying not to play into Callum's games because he's a pretty clever rider and he's run really fast this weekend. So I just did my best all weekend, and yeah, I tried to give it a go for the win, but it wasn't meant to be. So try next race and we'll give it a go.
Well done, mate. Callum Cooper, first place. I mean, you deserved every bit of that, but my God, you had to work for it.
Oh, they pushed me the whole way, and I just didn't know how fast to go or anything because I was on my own from start to finish. I just tried my hardest and managed to come over the line first, which is...
You didn't look round then?
No, not once. I didn't want to. I didn't know how many were behind me.
Well, look, I can tell you that there was an incredible battle behind you as well. But who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my mum, dad, nan, granddad, John Davies, JDF, and everyone else that helped out. They've been great.
Well, you kept the track ahead focused and you won that in fine style. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Well, if you enjoyed race 1, don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this break with race 2 in the 450 Aprilias. Welcome back to GP Racing Dream, the next step. Donington Park here, race 2 for the Aprilia RRV450s, and this young man, number 54, Sam Cox, who just missed out on that crucial first race win in the 450s earlier on, will be looking for some revenge. Luke Thackeray there, number 95, well, he needs a better start if he's to keep up with Callum Cooper, who so far has been gold dust all weekend. He's won every single race. He's looking very focused there, the JDF rider, racing for the John Davis team, who's managed so many great riders over the past, including Chrissy Rouse, James Folkard. Fourth on the grid, Will Hodgson, a former champion back in 2008, and crucial to the development, as I mentioned, of the Aprilia 450s, along with Ian Newton, Rob Ellesmere, etc. And looks like we're ready to go for race 2. Just 900ths of a second separated the top 2 in race 1, and away we go. It looks like a solid start once more for Callum Cooper. Luke Thackeray got away better this time. Sam Cox has been swallowed, and Will Hodgson also with a good start. Coming through from row 2, number 11, David Allingham. Keep an eye for him, and Sam Cox has run wide onto the grass as they make their way down into Hollywood. What a lot of work he's going to have to do now to get back into the top 5, and that is Luke Thackeray, is it, that has the lead as they head into the old hairpin. We're seeing shots there of the Eglinton rider, David Allingham, number 11, and it is indeed Luke Thackeray, and I'm pretty sure we've not seen him leading a race before, so great stuff for the young rider from York. Will Hodgson from Wigan, number 14, has managed to get himself into second place. So Callum Cooper with a little bit more work to do in this race 2 than he had in race 1. Of course, he led pretty much from the first corner right to the checkered flag. Well, not this time. It's Luke Thackeray with the white leathers and yellow helmet that leads, and not anymore. It's the yellow helmet of Michael Clifford, number 3. Where's he come from? A great start from him. There's Louis Dawson, number 34, just ahead of Sam Cox, who went on the grass a little bit earlier on. Tom Oliver taking a tight line into Goddard's the final turn. It really is anyone's guess. Callan Cooper, race 1 winner, back in 5th, number 7. But it is Luke Thackeray, number 95, that leads from Michael Clifford. Will Hodgson on the outside there, swooping in and closing the door on Tom Oliver. And he's now run onto the dirt, which means that Callan Cooper will have an opportunity to move up to 4th. And, well, he doesn't need 2 chances. Oh, Michael Clifford, having gone so well through Craner Curves, has just been slung to the outside there. Luke Thackeray regains the lead. Great racing here. These Aprilia 450s throughout 2011 provided us with some fascinating action, and I must admit there were 1 or 2 of us that were wondering whether we'd get a similar effect this year. Well, it's even better. There's about 7 or 8 riders here that could win this race. None of them have won the Aprilia Super Team Championship before, but they have all pretty much been Super Team winners in the past. Onto the Dunlop straight we go, and once again, Michael Clifford it is that has the advantage. Luke Thackeray on the outside, getting it all sideways. A bit further back, that's 37. Clinton Carver, the rider from Pontypool. And there's North Walsham's Phil Canessa, just inside the points in about 13th or 14th, heading into Goddard's. Luke Thackeray is wild. He's desperate to land that first Aprilia 450 victory, and he goes up the inside of Michael Clifford. Barely chance to catch my breath here, such is the excitement at the front. Tom Oliver, number 20, has a look up the inside. It's not going to happen. Michael Clifford seems to get the advantage, gets the grunt out onto the straight, but then Luke Thackeray so late, daring on the brakes, and that's a wide line now from Thackeray there as they head into Craner Curves, and Clifford takes advantage. He's the race leader once again. Thackeray up the inside then, past Tom Oliver into 3rd position, and it's Callan Cooper that's now getting involved and having a look. A little bit further behind, that's Will Hodgson, Bradley Jones. Well, any number of these riders inside the top 10 could take 25 points here. The championship wide open. Leading the race is the young man from St. Club. He has the black and white leathers and the yellow helmet, number 3. That's Michael Clifford. Another yellow helmeted rider just behind him with the white leathers, number 95. That's Luke Thackeray of York. And then just on the inside with the white helmet, number 20, Tom Oliver ahead of the orange leather JDF rider, Callan Cooper. There is Phil Canessa once more, number 29, as the riders make their way into the final turn. An outside line, that can't work for Luke Thackeray. Surely not, that's not supposed to happen, and it does. Great riding from Luke Thackeray. As a little bit further back, we see a shot there of Reese Hutchinson of Middlesbrough, just trying to pick up as many points as possible. Back into Redgate corner they come. Luke Thackeray, well, he deserves something from this race. He's made so many overtaking manoeuvres. Can he make it count through Craner Curves? He's always been running a little bit wide there, but this time he makes it stick. Clifford is forced to take a defensive line there and remains in 2nd. Callan Cooper 3rd, Tom Oliver 4th, David Allingham then number 11 in 5th, and Jamie Thackeray, the elder brother of Luke, has taken a 2nd off his lap times to get himself in the mix for this one. Around the outside and Schwantz Curve goes Michael Clifford, but Tom Oliver does a lot of them from 3rd to 1st place, and there's 4 of them abreast as they head into Compass. That can't work. From 4th to 2nd then goes Callan Cooper, but now he's pushed down to 3rd again. Unbelievable racing. It doesn't get any better than this. The Aprilia 450s, a little bit of breathing space there for Michael Clifford leads. Look at the battle for 2nd as they head into Foggies. Unbelievable. You can throw a blanket over about 7 or 8 riders here as they come through the Goddards. The last corner on this Donington Park GP circuit, it is Michael Clifford that leads. Callan Cooper now into 2nd place. It's certainly not as easy as it was for him in race 1. Tom Oliver 3rd, David Allingham now in 4th, and Paul Luke Thackeray has been demoted to 5th, just ahead of Will Hodgson, and I think Sam Cox from all the way back in the grid. Has made his way up into 8th place ahead of Jamie Thackeray. What a race here at Donington Park. Round 2 of the championship. GP Racing Dream, the next step. Up the inside into the old hairpin there goes Luke Thackeray. And if there was a prize for the most overtaking manoeuvres in a race, well, Luke Thackeray would have won that a couple of laps ago. Back to the front, then we go. It's Michael Clifford that leads this one from Callan Cooper, the race 1 winner. Tom Oliver in 3rd place. There is Sam Cox. What a ride from him. And in fact, I can tell you that Sam Cox has just produced the lap record, a 1:42.2. He's come from about 15th, 16th up into the top 5, and he's in contention to win this one. Here comes Callan Cooper, though, up the inside, possibly of Michael Clifford. Maybe not. The door closed a little bit further back there for 6th, 7th, 8th. That's Harry Cooper just behind Bradley Jones. And number 22 is Alex Baker, the BBR racing rider. But it's still Michael Clifford that has this one. Oh, and he's maybe almost lost the front end, and he's slipped from 1st down to about 7th or 8th. So close this race is that the tiniest mistake will lose you so many points, and Michael Clifford drops down to 7th, and the race 1 winner, Callan Cooper, is faced with, well, exactly the same job as he had in race 1 to clinch this one on the final lap. Tom Oliver is in 2nd. There is Luke Thackeray. Will he get himself up onto the podium? Sam Cox, how has he done this? He was out of this race almost at the back of the field. He's in line for a podium here. Callan Cooper, though, well, I'd imagine he can't believe his luck. He's been down in 5th or 6th. He's been watching all the action going on ahead of him. And thanks to that mistake from Michael Clifford into Goddard's, he's got a chance of taking another win. There's Louis Dawson, number 34, just taking up that final point spot ahead of Asa Webb, but back at the front into the Foggy S's they go, and David Allingham is after a win here. Oh, and Will Hodgson runs wide there and goes into the gravel at the Foggy S's, and well, that's his chances down and out. That was Jamie Thackeray going through on him. A bit further back, that was Clinton Carver, but into the final turn, Callan Cooper looks to have sorted this one out. It's going to be a clean sweep for the rider from the Ramsey in the Isle of Man. He's going to win this one ahead of David Allingham, and it's Sam Cox with a masterminding 3rd place ahead of Luke Thackeray and Jamie Thackeray, the brothers finishing 4th and 5th. What a race in the Aprilia 450s. And if that's not a good enough advertisement to watch the rest of the season, I don't know what is. Cooper it is that wins it from Allingham. Sam Cox, a brilliant 3rd ahead of Luke Thackeray, Jamie Thackeray, Tom Oliver, Michael Clifford, Bradley Jones. Harry Cooper took 9th ahead of Will Hodgson, who just ran wide at the end there. And there's the winner in the middle, Callan Cooper once more, with Allingham to the left and Cox to the right. Looking at the championship standings, then it is Callan Cooper with a great lead ahead of David Allingham. Tom Oliver's in 3rd ahead of Cox, Hodgson, Thackeray, Clifford, Jones, Twyman and Hull, but it's wide open here.
Sam Cox, 3rd place, man. What a battle.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing race. I was run off at the first corner and I started from dead last, and I was just lucky that it was like a freight train of riders, so all I had to do was just keep on picking them off and just keep on putting in the hard laps, and yeah, well, lap record come out of it, so I'm really happy. And I'd just like to say thank you to all my sponsors, RSR Motorsport, Spring 11, Electro Pro Solutions, AF Switch Gear, Mum and Dad, everyone who's helped me, so, and Thundersport of course, and Ian and Mara Newton, but yeah, thank you.
Well done, mate. David, how did you feel about that one?
I was just happy enough to be up at the front, because all weekend I haven't had the best weekends, and I had to really dig deep in that last one. I knew I couldn't let anybody get away. Maybe I tried him in the last one, but he was too late in the brakes and he would come off myself and let Sam up the inside. But I'm really happy to be up in the front. Like.
Excellent, well done. Thanks.
I'd like to thank my dad, Gail, for coming this weekend, John Lloyd from Nitro, all the Thundersport. Thank you very much.
Callan Cooper, what about that then? A fantastic race.
It was a hard race. I had a bad start. I think I was 8th on the first lap, but I managed to just pick riders off. And with 2 laps to go, I found myself at the front, and the first few laps were just so scary, with riders passing me and stuff.
Well done, Callan. Who would you like to thank, mate?
I'd like to thank my mum, dad, nan, granddad, John Davies from JDF, and Thundersport crew, and everyone else who helped out, Ian Newton, of course, the Aprilias, and they've all done a great job. I'd like to say big thanks to them.
Well done. Bless you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. It's been great.
Well, after a great round here at Donington Park, we'll hope for more of the same at Mallory next time on GP Racing Dream, the next step. For now, though, I've been Steve Day. See you then.